The Star Wars movies had many great armies, but what are the top armies in Star Wars? In this video, we're going to rank the Star Wars armies. And I guess this is going to be one of those stupid tier list sort of things, but let's see where we go with it. By the way, this is Blarney on the telly. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. So, in 5th place, we've got the First Order. The First Order was the army that rose from the ashes of the Galactic Empire. The First Order was led by Supreme Leaders Snoke and Kylo Ren, and it was a major threat to the New Republic. At the end of the Disney Star Wars trilogy, it turns out that Emperor Palpatine is still alive and is controlling the First Order from the shadows. This army comes last on our list because it was a Disney Star Wars invention. It feels like a cheap rehash of the Galactic Empire. And to be honest, the First Order didn't really do anything during the trilogy. I know they destroyed a load of planets and stuff, but it didn't feel like they were doing a lot. But still, kind of cool army, but just a rehash of the classic Empire army. In 4th place, we have a really important army, which was the Confederacy of the Independent System. The Confederacy of the Independent Systems was a group that attempted to make a breakaway from the Galactic Republic during the prequel movies. They had a powerful droid army, and when tensions between the Confederacy and the Republic came to a boiling point, Clone Wars began. It eventually turned out that the Confederacy was being secretly controlled by Darth Sidious and manipulated by him, and at the same time Darth Sidious was controlling the Republic, and he just pitted these two armies against each other, created war between them so that he could seize control and begin his empire. Because obviously once these wars happened, he said that he needed to be granted emergency powers and he had to become the Emperor, and everyone clapped as he said that, and that's when the Galactic Empire started. The Confederacy's army was very powerful, but was eventually shut down by Darth Sidious once he had become the Emperor. In 3rd place, we have the Rebel Alliance. This army existed during the time of the Empire. It lacked a lot in terms of technical power, but it had a lot of heart and a lot of will to overthrow an evil enemy. And it was eventually able to overthrow that seemingly undefeatable enemy, which was the Galactic Empire, and it did it with the help of Luke Skywalker, which is obviously the whole story of the original Star Wars trilogy. In 2nd place, we have the Galactic Empire. This was a super powerful army that controlled the galaxy after the fall of the Republic and the eradication of the Jedi. The Empire was made up of stormtroopers who were volunteers for the army and are famed for their poor aim with blasters. The Empire had incredibly powerful technology such as their Star Destroyers and Star Fighters. The Empire's true power though came from its leadership and from its super weapon, the Death Star. The Death Star was a mobile weapon station with the power to destroy a planet and was seemingly invincible, but turned out that it had some pretty big flaws that the Rebel Alliance was able to exploit. The Empire was led by its Emperor Darth Sidious and his henchman Darth Vader. Sidious was this incredibly powerful, super smart and super manipulative individual who created the whole empire, defeated the whole republic, and controlled the galaxy basically by himself for such a long time. And then Darth Vader was his henchman, who was a super powerful Jedi who had fallen to the dark side. And of course, that Jedi was Anakin Skywalker. The Empire seemed to be undefeatable for a long time, but they were eventually defeated by the rebels and by Luke Skywalker. And then in 1st place, it has got to be the Grand Army of the Republic. So this army existed before the Galactic Empire rose to power, and it was eventually defeated by Darth Sidious, but I think that just shows what a badass Darth Sidious was. But this army was incredible. They had very powerful weaponry, and hundreds of powerful Jedi were part of this army. The army included legendary Jedi like Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and of course Mace Windu. They also had a super powerful army of clone soldiers, and they appeared to be completely undefeatable at the time when they existed. But as we said, the evil Chancellor Palpatine was controlling the Republic from the shadows, and when the time came, he turned the clone army on the Jedi using Order 66, and he killed most of the Jedi and turned their hero, Anakin Skywalker, into the deformed evil monster Darth Vader. The Emperor then granted himself emergency powers and became the Emperor of the Galaxy. This is our list. Comment with your thoughts and click the video on screen to learn why The Force Awakens was so shit.